All right, what is up, everybody? It's B&E Sports Talk. Brady is unable to make it here today, so I just thought I'd give a quick little rundown of what happened last night in the Super Bowl from my perspective. Man, I did expect the Chiefs to win. They did it not exactly how I expected, though. Last week in our prediction video, I was talking about how they needed to come out hot, score first, and just never let their foot off the gas. Me and Brady both agreed that if the Niners were the team who scored first and, got a relatively decent lead, that they too would not be able to take their foot off the gas and that they would finish the game. The Niners did jump out in front. I will say, though, Drake Greenlaw got hurt. Deebo Samuel got hurt. He did come back into the game, but he was clearly hurt pretty significantly the rest of the day. Little things like that, they just happened and they build up. And Patrick Mahomes took advantage slowly but surely and grinded it out and got to the overtime and then obviously made the game-winning touchdown in the end of the game. And he's a 3-time Super Bowl champion, 3-time Super Bowl MVP. It's just wow. What a career this guy is already on. His trajectory is to the moon. I can't really see, unless he just retires or gets hurt or something, he's going to be the GOAT. I mean, I've already thought that previous to this, but now, another Super Bowl win already. The Chiefs are going to keep winning. They already are kind of a dynasty of the 2020s. They lost Tyreek Hill. Well, guess what? They got a top 3 defense, and they still got Mahomes. They got Travis Kelce. They got Andy Reid, Isaiah Pacheco, and Rashee Rice. They're going hard. Oh, man, this team is it's really scary. I really think we're looking at the next Patriots here. In reality, they could probably be even better. If they are able to repeatedly put a defense on the field, what they did this year, I don't see the Chiefs not being a contender for at least until Patrick Mahomes is gone, and that could be 15 more years. Whew. It's scary to think about. But on the flip side of things, Brock Purdy, 23 for 38. 255 yards, 1 touchdown. He had a 69.8 QBR, 89.3 passer rating. That's not great, don't get me wrong, but that's not terrible. I liked Purdy's game yesterday. He himself played a good game. Christian McCaffrey played a hell of a game. 22 carries for 80 yards. That's only 3.6 yards a carry. Of course, he got his rushing touchdown, or he got a receiving touchdown, excuse me. The Chiefs' run defense, they did their job. But Christian McCaffrey, 8 catches, 80 yards, 1 touchdown. He's going to get his either way. He led the team in catches and receptions. The problem with the Niners is that the second leading receiver was Ayuk with 49 yards. That's not going to get it done against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Lots of field goals. Brady and I were both wrong about that. I guess you should have just taken over 1.5 field goals for both guys and you'd be set. I was really just not expecting this to be a field goal type of game. Yeah, Butker went 4 for 4 and Moody went 3 for 3 for field goals. But, this really did end up becoming a kicking game in the sense that Jake Moody's missed extra point is the reason that the 49ers didn't end up winning the game. It wouldn't have gone to overtime. Dang. That's wild to think about, guys. To me, the most impressive guy in the 49ers just watching the game, outside of McCaffrey, obviously, was Juwan Jennings. He had that great little passing touchdown for 21 yards. Amazing. We know that he has that in his wheelhouse when he wants to. 4 catches, 42 yards, and a receiving touchdown. That guy was really, just as integral in the game as anybody else on the Niners. It was exciting to see. We all know how electric he can be. And I kind of hope it's a sign of things to come going forward next year. And I really hope that he establishes himself as the true number 3 receiver there. And I he is kind of already established as the 3 receiver, but I mean that in the sense of him being able to get a solid chunk of plays and a solid chunk of targets each game. If he can step up into that level, that would be amazing. Because Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, Juwan Jennings, if he's able to play at that level, tag on George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey, oh my goodness. They're going to be even better next year if Juwan Jennings keeps stepping up like that. Because like I said, Deebo Samuel was not healthy this game. And they were playing a top 2 defense. Chiefs, though, Mahomes, 9 carries, 66 yards. Pacheco only got 59 rushing yards on 3.3 yards a carry. The 49ers defense was pretty all over him. He came close to his rushing prop, but he still fell short. I definitely lost some money on that. On to the receiving side, though, Rashee Rice got his 6 catches, but for only 39 yards. That was kind of a letdown. Mecole Hardman obviously got the last touchdown. That was awesome. 3 catches, 57 yards. Justin Watson got 3 catches, 54 yards. Both of those guys went well over their prop bets if you took their overs. And Travis Kelce, 9 catches and 93 yards on 10 targets. Yesterday, before the game started, I was, building my own prop bets again. And I kept seeing Travis Kelce, 10 targets, 10 targets, 10 targets. And I was all over it. I took it on 4 or 5 bets. Obviously, they ended up pushing because he had 1 target in the first half. In the second half, he had 8. I think he went 8 catches on 9 targets for the majority of everything. So those bets did end up pushing. But if you took his receptions or his yards over, that hit. Unfortunately, he couldn't find his way into the end zone yesterday. That's something I was expecting to happen. Oh well. Pacheco had a pretty good day on the receiving end, though. 6 catches, 33 yards. Just 6 catches, the volume out of the backfield. A lot of people weren't expecting that. I think Brady and I put out a video saying that if his line dropped to 2.5 catches, you should take the over. But nobody was forecasting 6 catches for him. That's a hell of a day on the receiving side. And then this is it, really. Nick Bolton, 13 tackles, including 5 solo tackles. That was the guy that's in charge of stopping Christian McCaffrey on the run game. He did his job. He really did his job. And I believe that is the reason why the Kansas City Chiefs beat the San Francisco 49ers yesterday. All right, guys. That was a great season. Brady will be back tomorrow, so we're going to put out another video shortly after this. I just wanted to get something out ASAP as soon as the game ended. Brady and I will do our Super Bowl recap. We are going to do our season recap, as well as our preseason predictions video that we made earlier in the year. We're going to go revisit that and look at how good and bad we did with all of our team's predictions. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this season. Enjoy it, and now let's get ready for the draft.